God morning. It is February 15th. God calling. Wait, we gotta flip the page. Okay, give me a second. Oh my gosh. Inspiration, not aspiration. Got it even type. Green pastures. That's like Psalm 23. If you guys don't know Psalm 23, I'll just start saying it real quick. The Lord is my shepherd. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but I could. And just remember that. Remember that I could. God calling, inspiration, not aspiration. You shall be used. The divine force. Why? The moment I start recording, it starts shining down. It's burning. Oh, it's burning my eyeballs. Okay, wait. You shall be used. The divine force is never less. It is sufficient for all works in the world. I only need the instruments for me to use. To know that would remake the world. The world does not need supermen, but supernatural men. Men who will persistently turn the self out of their lives and let divine power work through them. England, could be saved tomorrow if only her politicians just let me use them. Wow. Way to call out England, huh? Let inspiration take the place of aspiration. All unemployment would cease. I have always plenty of work to be done and always pay my work people. Well, as you will see, as more and more you get the right attitude of thought about the work being mine only. This is so simple. Like, you'd think that all the solutions to the England crisis, I guess, and all these solutions to work and how we see ourselves and just like all the things in life that just don't have God in them, right? You'd think that it'd be so much more complicated than just inspiration, not aspiration. Instead of always relying on your own power to go and get something, you're inspired by God to be better. That's what he's saying here. We're always so busy aspiring to be big, aspiring to be rich, aspiring to be on top, aspiring to be a better person than we are the last day. And that is good if it's done in God, if you're inspired from God. That's crazy. I'm going to reread that one time. You shall be used. The divine force is never less. It is sufficient for all work in the world. I only need the instruments for me to use. To know that would remake the world. It'd remake the world if you knew that the divine force is never less, that you shall be used, that you are sufficient, you are great, but just, are you being used the right way? Are you letting yourself be used in that way? The world does not need supermen, but supernatural men. Men who will persistently turn the self out of their lives. God is literally saying it is harder for a man to take themselves out of the equation and to not be selfish than to be Superman, than to be a superhuman. Like you could be born genetically able to fly, more likely than it is for men to not be corrupt and people to not be corrupt within themselves and only love themselves. So turn themselves out of their lives and let divine power work through them. England could be saved tomorrow if only her politicians just let me use them. That's so true. Everyone always has there's so many political issues every single day, but if people were just inspired by God, if people wanted to do right by God, it wouldn't even be a question. Like America, right? Under God, we were founded on Christianity, on that belief, right? And it's just so God in our day to day. Like, there's so many different groups, different clubs. It's like school. It's like everyone is in a different club and we're all just like working against each other. We're all competing against each other. Let inspiration take the place of aspiration. All unemployment would cease. I have always plenty of work to be done and always pay my work people, well, as you will see. As more and more you get the right attitude of thought about the work being mine only. It's all about the mindset, guys. Got it even said. Green pastures. After each solitary piece of life, each blow it may deal you, separate yourself from the world for a time. Walk in my green pastures and wander with me beside the waters of comfort until your soul is restored. The world is hard. We all know this. We all go through like things on a day-to-day basis, things that we don't want to go through, things that we have to deal with. Like literally just yesterday, it was Valentine's Day. I was out with my girl. We were on a jet ski. Boom, we get pulled over for being black. No, I'm kidding. It's not that. But we got pulled over for our life vest, literally 2 inches. They were buckled, zipped up 2 inches down, like one unbuttoned shirt on a button, and we got pulled over and fined for that on Valentine's Day. I could be like, yeah, whatever. But no, I went into God's green pastures and I realized that it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. As long as I'm just enjoying my time with my girlfriend, with God, and I'm able to walk blissfully with him, it's not going to get to me. My soul would be restored. This is necessary so that you may readjust yourself to life. For you are a new being. You have had a new experience. Learn a new lesson. See, like that was a new experience for me to move out of where I live because it's a very racist location. Learn a new lesson. Your union with me will be closer for your new experience. That's true, guys. Every experience you go through, if you're able to just rely on God's power, not your own, then that will make your relationship with him so much closer. Like, it's that simple. Like, God is just speaking facts today. He's speaking so simply and abruptly to us, and like, we can decide to either listen to it or be like, you know what, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. But he is literally giving us direct solutions. Your union with me will be closer for your experience, whatever you go through. If you go to God right after, if you walk in green pastures, if you don't get hung up on it, and if you're just able to confide in the Lord, then it will. That's how your relationship gets strong with him. This is the time when my love can whisper new meanings to you, can make the friendship between us closer, more holy union. We all that person that we rely on, right? Or we want to speak to. And if some of us don't, then that's an even better reason for you to go to God. But imagine that person that you confide in, that you're able to tell everything, that you're just, that like they're just great listeners. Imagine that. Imagine if you're able to take that person from being that focused and turn to God. Not only would you have a person that's even better at that, that's even better at listening, that's even better at understanding your troubles, and even better at explaining things to you, but you also have someone who you grow the friendship with more and deeper, and they love you more, and then they just want to bless you more and be with you and around you more. Come with your lover into the stillness of my green pastures and walk with me beside hushed waters. That is Psalm 23. That's a direct line from Psalm 23. And walk with me beside hushed waters. Guys, God is always going to be there for you. He's always going to be there to listen to you. Everyone is always thinking, how do I get closer to God? How do I have that come to Jesus moment? Come to Jesus. Walk to him. Take that effort. Make him the person that you go to. He's saying it right here so simply. Be inspired by him. Be called to him. Just go towards him. Just start there. God is speaking facts right here. The world would be such a better place if we were inspired by him instead of aspiring for ourselves. The world would be such a better place if we were able to just go to him in moments of turmoil instead of turning away from him and leaning into our own power. So that's the biggest thing, guys. Take your sense of self out of your life and you will be better for it. If everyone was able to just read that this one day, February 15th, it would just help so many people. So I hope it helped you guys. It's February 15th. I hope you guys had a good day. And with that, I will say,